We live in increasingly difficult times of pressure. It doesn't matter what form it takes, political, economic, social. So how do you manage to keep your head above water? How do you move on from surviving to thriving, staying relevant all the time? Stick around, we're talking authenticity today. Some time ago in the past, I remember watching this guy, a YouTuber, making a video right at home. Somewhere along the line, his mother stuck in her head behind him and dropped a comment. It was an embarrassing moment. Naturally, you'd expect that to spoil the video, but funny enough, the guy posted it, he went on like that, and the shocking thing was, the public loved it. I, for one, loved it. There was something about that video that resonated with the audience. There was something about that video that said, hey, I'm real, I'm authentic. I don't have to be perfect to be accepted. I don't have to have it all together to send my message across. That has to do with our focus for today, being authentic, authenticity. Let's look at a dictionary definition. Here it is defined as being of the same origin as claimed, genuine, conforming to reality and therefore worthy of trust, reliance, or belief. Third definition, having authority. Let's look at the first. Being of the same origin as claimed. There may be a need sometimes to establish a link to a particular source sometimes for a thing to be accepted. For example, you want to be sure that the iPad in your hand is actually from Apple and not from some pretender. We look at the next one, conforming to reality, therefore worthy of trust, reliance, or belief. That is self-explanatory. You want to know, for example, that a thing does exactly what it's said to do. The third definition, having authority. This, for example, is why police officers wear badges, name tags, or carry some form of ID just to establish authority and so as to be allowed to do their work. Having authority confers authenticity on them. So this leads us to the next question. Why be authentic? It doesn't matter if it's about yourself, your product, your message, or your service. We all need to be able to send out the right signals so that individuals or organizations that we deal with will be able to make informed judgments and decisions about us. We also need to be able to make informed judgments about situations so we can make the right choices. Simply put, we all need to be able to command belief and reliance in order to enjoy whatever relationships that we are involved in. Quick note here. This is not merely about getting validation or approval from people in order to thrive. That would not conform to reality. That would be inauthentic.
Another reason for us to be authentic is so we can find fulfillment. Fulfillment in this regard means satisfaction or happiness as a result of fully developing or expressing one's potential. It simply means being fully filled with satisfaction. This feeling of satisfaction is tied to a strong sense of purpose and significance. The opposite of this will be feelings of frustration, worthlessness, despair, and emptiness. People who get dominated by these get into depression and may turn suicidal. No need for that. Listen, a discovery of your God-given purpose or assignment is crucial to your finding fulfillment. You simply cannot be authentic or fulfilled without this. Call it finding your purpose or where you fit in things so you don't be like a fish out of water. Now, without going too deep, a couple of tips to help you discover your life purpose would be firstly, to check the things you like to do, the problems you like to solve, your deep-seated propensity or pull to provide certain goods or services, and your giftings in life. All these relate generally to what people refer to as purpose by design. The truth is, this way can only take you to a certain level. A more solid approach, and indeed the best, would be to ask God to reveal this to you. Think about this. He's the designer anyway, so that's wisdom. There is a purpose to your time on earth. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." Also check out verse 11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He also has planted eternity in men's hearts and minds, a divinely implanted sense of purpose working through the ages, which nothing under the sun but God alone can satisfy, yet so that men cannot find out what God has done from the beginning to the end.
In the next episode, I'm going to talk about how to be authentic, and it doesn't matter if you've made mistakes in the past. Further down, I'll also be sharing stuff like how to deal with insecurities, as well as discovering and settling in your true identity, and how to function positively in your very element, plus more. So stick around with this series. To summarize, today we talked about what it means to be authentic. We said it means showing evidence of a true connection to a source or quality we claim to represent. We also said it means conforming to or being in line with reality. We also said it's having a sign or potential of authority to express what we represent. Please feel free to leave a comment below on what being authentic means to you. Till I see you next time, Shika here for Big Shot Movieverse. Go shoot, make it big.